All right, let's go.
Hey,
Crazy week.
you always do that. You always start these recaps by saying a crazy week.
It was, dude. Like, I mean, it was super fun.
Yeah.
The whole thing was just a wild ass ride.
Mm-hmm.
So it was very fun.
Yeah.
Uh, you got your first hog talk.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of.
Yeah.
Speaking of. What's up, Jan?
What's up, Jan? Um, but how'd you feel? I know you felt like,
About hanging out with the boys?
yeah.
I felt like you guys were too PG. I think that when I am not on screen, I feel like that. Oh, speaking of the other one.
Mic check 1 2. Are we not? You can't. Can you not hear us? Is that what that means, Jake?
I don't know. Yeah,
What does that
can
mean?
you hear us?
What does triple B mean? I'm kind of afraid to ask you that,
Oh,
but
jeez.
uh,
um, audio sounds laptop.
laptop.
Okay.
Really? All right. Hold on.
Did you have to do like road 2 or something?
That's what it's on. Let's try. Does that work? Go on there.
Hello.
Good to go.
No, they said they still says looks like we're going through.
Oh man, really, dude?
Better? Oh, Sloppy said it's better.
Oh, did we get it?
Better?
Okay.
That is incorrect, Jan. That is a false statement.
Should just be. I didn't think so. I thought we were just as. I mean, I have so many questions now. I feel like I should have listened to Jake.
And listen to the
exerciser guy, Dr. Lance, first, because now I have Jonathan, we're absolutely gonna get there because
to go back, like I feel like I was very grateful for the conversation. I got to talk to with Jake. We talked about homeschooling and how he really enjoyed that, and then we got to check in with Jan and see how the kiddo's doing and the family's doing. So like I enjoyed that part of the conversation, and I felt like that we talked a little bit hog talk, I guess you could say, but I just feel like when it's you guys, like,
well, that's because that's what we talk about the entire show. We talk about that the entire show.
Deeper pause. So I had a great time. It was fun, but I felt like that I might have taken a little bit of the hog talk away from me just being on screen with you guys.
I didn't feel like you did.
Oh, okay.
I felt like they were themselves, but
as long as you guys were happy with the show and felt like that it was exactly what chat appreciation usually is with the boys, and then
you just have to be more comfortable asking questions. I have so many questions now, especially for edging. Like I have so many questions about edging. Because I went back and listened to Dr. Lance, and when they got to the part about edging.
Ortega. Yeah. Yeah.
I have a million questions that I will ask eventually. But to do edge, like, I didn't know that was a thing for guys. Honestly, I didn't know guys had to like curb themselves, if you will.
Stay on pace.
Yeah, stay on pace. Yeah,
that comment for me.
I did not.
Oh my God, that was so funny. When I was listening to the little part that you had me listen to, and I was reading the comments, and here comes Souza with he's on pace.
Yeah.
I was dying. It was so good.
Because that's our whole thing, right?
Wait, it makes no sense to you? What do you mean it makes no sense to you?
Well, the way that I understand edging is that you have to pace yourself. Do you not have to pace yourself? Is that from all of the glory hole situations that you've had? But for us, that's the entire thing is the buildup to the orgasm.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know guys had that. I thought they just Wad Zombie. Oh, hey dude, thank you for all the cards. Like really appreciate you, bro.
Yeah. We got a lot of them signed when we went to Crash. So thank you for those. Our son got to run around and met Jason Hopper and Dallin Pepper to go over and ask them to sign. So thank you so much for those.
We really appreciate
those.
I did not know that men that there was a buildup for dudes at all. I had never even heard the term edging. And then I asked my buddy, I was like, hey, he's like, I know the term. I was like, I had no idea.
Yeah, Jake, this is what we learned today.
So
is that you almost climax and then you stop yourself and then go again.
I think that's what you're talking about, is just trying not to jizz. I get in, get off, get out. And here we go. Yeah, because our whole thing is it's just a giant buildup. So when the conversation turned to how many minutes, and Sevan was like, the whole thing should take 15 minutes. I was like, dude, 15 minutes is how long it takes for us to get started. Like, that's the beginning. What? No way.
Yeah. But if you're literally going at it, like kind of said, get in, get off, get out. Like if that's what it is, then obviously everybody can get there that fast. You know what I mean? So
they did not make us to fit each other then. Typical chicks. Dude, then they didn't make us to fit they didn't make us to fit each other, because that's not how there's no 2 minutes. Are you guys are you guys ready
all the time?
Yeah.
Are you ready all the time?
Like the minute it gets hard, do you just have to try not to jizz? That's
solid question.
Like Paul Kane, Glinton Things podcast always turns into hot talk. Yeah, because I'm so
we are raising a son, so we have so many questions.
Like what? I mean, they even went into everything that you guys don't, or at least Jake doesn't agree, or one of you guys doesn't agree that premature or nocturnal emissions happen, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm edging right now.
Wait. Are you saying we're your foreplay?
Oh, okay. She's in it now. She's joined Hog Talk.
See, this is my favorite.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Oh, really? Wad Zombie? For some people, most of sex is trying not to oh my God. That's all of it for us is trying too. Like that's not, oh God, Trish. Hi, Trish. I'm in trouble. Hi.
Hi, Trish.
Sorry, we're misbehaving. Yeah, that to me was amazing. When someone in the chat on Sevan's episode was like, oh, here comes the edging talk. And I was like, what is edging? Because I had no idea. But holy crap, if a man's job the entire time is trying to hold on as long as he can, and we're trying to get that build up, that's like, no. And PK, actually, I do agree with you. I saw your comment with the 45 minutes, and I do agree with you. It's 45 minutes. Have we ever been under 45 minutes?
If we have to be quick.
Yeah, if there has to be a quickie. But I mean, really the startup is the buildup is the best part. But no, I did not know about edging.
No.
Just dropping in, Trish, just dropping in. I could write a book about edging. Please. I don't know how I missed this. Apparently everybody knew this and I didn't know this.
No.
But I definitely enjoyed the episode. I thought it was really fun. like someone laughing like a kid and the chat having
his facial expressions every time the guy said something was the best. Like that's what I was laughing at more than anything.
Yeah. This is my point. Trish, women take time to warm up like a diesel engine. Men are like firecrackers. What the hell? How are we supposed to fit together? You know what I mean? Like or maybe you and I just take 45 minutes because we're both diesel engines trying to warm up. Is that why do heterosexual couples maybe they can get it in 20 minutes because I don't know. But what? Just pull up the comment.
Oh,
just pull it up. Yeah, Sevy's idea of foreplay is taking a chick and a box of wine.
Box of wine. Box of wine.
Yeah, but it was cool.
Well, I mean, Philip Kelly kind of has a point. You know, foreplay is better. Some people believe that two women having sex is foreplay. So obviously foreplay takes longer for men. If you're penetrating, they usually can't hang on that long. So
men are like walking around with a cocked and loaded gun. How do you guys function? Like, I can't imagine walking around just being built up all day. You know what I mean? Like, there's just no way that I could walk around like that.
What, hot all day?
Yeah. Well, if I did walk around hot all day, I guess it would be way faster, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was weird, but it was really cool, and to listen to that podcast, and when he explained edging, I was just like, I didn't know men.
Well,
had to do that.
I didn't know that they had a name for it. I had assumed that you would need to pace yourself if you wanted it to last longer than a quickie. You know what I mean? Like, but also, is it true? And the guys,
it's testosterone's fault. Okay.
And guys too, like if you get off, so say you get a blowjob and you get off, can you go right into penetration right after? Or are you like not and done? You know what I mean? Like some people say that they can just get right back into it where other people can't. So,
well, okay.
You know what I mean?
All right, Birch, it's not hard all the time. Okay, I get that, but like it's quick to get hard. Like I don't understand the I don't know. Female bodybuilders basically have a hog. Jesus Christ. Imagine having a 9-inch. Okay, yeah, fine. All right. God. Men have it completely different. I just maybe that's why they did the whole Birch for who. That's what I imagine though. When I imagine dudes walking around the way that everybody talks, like I just imagine guys can get hard at the drop of a hat. So I'm just like, wait, what? Really? Because I can't. Like I mean, there's buildup over here. Sorry. Trish wins. She always wins.
Oh, this one. This is why she wins.
After Ron demolishes my pot roast, he comes for my loin roast. Okay. Yep. Fine. All right. So, okay. Cool. So because we can go again.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just imagine that men can't with all of that, but I guess they can just.
Well, Philip Kelly says that's advanced.
Oh, what do you have to do mentally for that? Because there was a lot of mental. You have to think. What did he say? What do they have to think about to edge to not come too quickly.
Didn't someone say like kittens or something?
Yeah, you have to think about kittens. You have to think about, I don't know. Imagine the horniest you've ever been, ever. That's how men feel. Oh God, all day. Okay, all right, fine, fair, and also, oh my God,
Yep.
no way.
Yep.
Is that well? That leads me back to the other question that we had the other night.
Jonathan Ortega, it's not that serious.
Well, that leads me back to the other question that there was the other night when we were in Hog Talk. Jan Clark, I think about Trish when I'm about to. Gives me a few minutes.
Oh God.
I wanted to stop myself. I can't read these out loud.
I never wanted to stop myself from jizzing. I think about Grant's power cleans. Grant is the ultimate engine material.
Oh God.
This should have been.
Yeah, this should have been Hog Talk, guys. I'm sorry that you're not here for this. Do you want a link?
You want a link?
I'll send you a link right now.
Oh no, we can't. We can't. Jan's about to,
Yeah.
His missus is in the shower. He's about to leave us.
Yeah,
so.
That's right. I'm getting heated up. Well, this leads back to our other question the other night is like, if dudes are that hot all the time, can you get addicted to masturbating? And if so, what does that look like? In my mind, it's not that bad if you do, because it's just, you're not cheating, you're not, whatever. But like, is it being addicted to masturbating? Does that take away from your job? Does that take away from your wife?
I think
does that take away from?
Those are the bigger questions. Like, is it?
Oh,
like, is it something that?
Yes.
Interferes with everything.
Yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, boy. I'm not saying that out loud.
Because then
being addicted to it makes you finish faster too. Well, that was my point with the shower head situation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you get addicted to that, then no man will ever be able to.
Well, you see some of them shower heads that they're now putting on the showers that are hip level.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen that,
dude? Yeah, they got. Yeah.
But it's not. It's like a power hose.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Fine. I would never, ever get out of the shower after that. Men can. Yeah, I asked that. I don't know if men can use the shower head too.
You did ask that. I think
I never got her.
I think Jake confirmed.
Colleen.
No, Bear. I didn't order one. I did not order one.
But for me, I don't know, that there was a whole thing about the celebrities being addicted, like sex addicts.
Yeah.
Does that just mean that you're not faithful to your wife? Does that mean that you're like masturbating all the time? Does that mean like what?
I'm sure it's all the above.
What are you not doing?
I'm
like
sure.
What? And also too, masturbating for men, I'm assuming that takes way more work. Like, don't you have to have a strong forearm for that? For women, we really kind of don't. It's just like, a strong finger. But for men, it's got to be a strong wrist, forearm, elbow, right? No? Like, I would assume you do the wrist curls.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Trish. We need that. We need your expertise. Thank you.
I'll come on the next show. Yeah, please. Well, I told you, we do this thing where we'll blur you out so nobody knows who you actually are. Dr. Ruth. Oh, God. I can go from soft to jizz in less than 3 minutes. I would have said less than 30 seconds, Jake, the way that you talk all the time. Cock ups with a wet towel. Oh, my God. Okay, so that's what I got out of Sevon's exerciser. Thank you, Jake and Jan, for sending me over there.
Hi, Tyler.
Core to extremity, level 1 certified. I have no idea. I would assume that men sweat more than we do masturbating. I just feel like it's more of a physical activity. Like when they say
But wait, are you thinking about
are you burned?
all of men masturbating the way that they like show you on TV or like portray it on TV where they're just
Yes. Is there a difference?
They're just tugging at it for
Yeah.
that's what I
assume. That's lots of tendonitis. That is exactly what I assume. Jonathan Ortega. Yes.
Lots of tendonitis.
Like I just assume you get tennis elbow. Men get tennis elbow and stiff wrists. Like that's just in my mind what I imagine. So if there's a softer, gentler way, like is it only the tip? Is it the whole thing? Is it the I don't know. No, it's not that tough. Okay. All right. Fair. I'm just asking questions out here. I want to know. And I want you to get the full experience of Hog Talk. I can talk about it. But yeah, so that's what I got out of the exerciser conversation from the Sevon show, which was cool. I like that dude. I thought he was cool. Sweating, jacking off. Wait. Yeah, Philip. Sweating, jacking off. I would just assume it's a workout. Different strokes for different folks. Yeah, what is the stroke rate? Like the same way a camera, what's the shutter rate? What's the stroke rate?
Jake Chapman said it's about 3 calories.
Ah. Okay. Fair. What else? What else did you get out of Hog Talk? Did you enjoy the
oh my god.
I always laugh that they always.
Oh, this was the question I wanted to ask you guys, and I didn't ask it because we changed the topic or whatever. So when y'all are walking around like the locker room naked and whatever, are you just checking each other out? Because I know Jake was saying like if there's a guy that's in the corner and doesn't really want to show anything, is very quiet very timid about it or whatever, like they always question and think that maybe that's the gay one. But do y'all just walk around and stare at each other up and down and check each other out? And, you know, when they walk past you, like, do you turn and check out the ass on the way? Like, do you guys just check each other out when you're in the shower?
No, never. Jake and I, what, Jan? What? I'm just going to go with no, never. I'm not that. I would assume, and someone said something about you probably didn't see this, but on the exerciser one, they had the Dr. Lance guy had an anatomy an app where you can see the anatomy. And like a lot of the comments were like, I wish I was hung like the guy in the anatomy thing.
Oh,
like,
shit.
Cause it wasn't an actual person. It was just, they're hung way, way lower. And I was like, okay. I mean, it looked weird and big to me, but that's cool.
Yeah.
And then I guess after having sex, there was a whole thing about how you should immediately have to
go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yep.
I do. Is that just a dude thing? Like after I orgasm, I have to go to the bathroom. I gotta pee. Is that gross? I don't know if that's
so.
Okay.
No.
I didn't know if that was the thing.
No.
Jan Clark, everybody looks. I would assume you're just measuring yourself up to the competition. I feel like that's what I get when guys say that. But what else? Tyler, it's similar to standing at a crosswalk with a random. There is a standard procedure. So random dick gets you random. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But yeah, that was a great episode. There wasn't a lot of the men went nuts in the comments, which I assume that they always do. And I just, if you're a woman, I think you should watch it. It just shows there's a place and a time that men should just be allowed to talk however they want to talk about.
It was informative.
It was
informative.
And just to see how excited men get about their penises was enlightening also to me. Yes, we went nuts. Yeah. It was cool. It was fun. You were funny. That was very funny.
The chat was very funny.
Yeah, you guys were
and
hysterical.
Savon's facial expressions were hilarious.
Peeing on her would be weird. Yeah, but people do that. It is weird. When's the vagina episode? We're pretty much the same. We're over here talking. Yeah, we pee after we orgasm too, normally. And then the only opposite, I said the opposite, like we're just opposite. We're made opposite. Like we are nothing but buildup, and men have to try to keep the buildup from, like they have to think about kittens or sporty bath or something. I don't know. But I said it because they said it in the chat. But whatever. It just, yeah, we're built differently. And also, too, I don't know about this, but we have to get wet, right, for us to actually enjoy it. The slide in, the jump in,
the slide,
the splish splash, like yeah. Do men have any of that? That's the other thing I wondered. Now that I know that men have to edge, do they act? Is there anything that you guys have to do to make it like more enjoyable? Is there like what? Pre-cum?
I guess, yeah.
Okay. I don't know what that is, but fire. I didn't. I just know that mine doesn't like anything in it. That's pretty much it. But yeah, that was fun. That was a good day. You had fun on the pod with Jake and Jan.
Yeah.
I think you should be a regular.
Is that the fly that's on my shoulder that I can't
get rid of?
Fly.
I don't know. The baby.
Sorry, it's gonna bother me.
She's trying to kill it now.
It was fun. It was fun. But like I said, I felt like that I was maybe holding you guys back. And I feel like that this is more of the kind of conversations that you guys would normally have. But I don't know. If you guys were fine with it, then.
You don't know what pre-cum? No, I have no idea. Is that there's nothing. All I think I know is that there's not. Can you not get pregnant from that? That's all I know. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just heard that. I don't know.
I thought someone said that you could get pregnant.
Can you get pregnant from that? I don't know. Does it taste like chicken soup? Jesus.
Damn. But no, it's very High Talk with the Boys is very, very educational, I guess you could say, and entertaining. So
I like it. I do agree with Jake that he was trying to come at it more from, like, he kept saying pelvic floor, which is something that, women deal with a lot, is the pelvic floor.
Yeah, but men deal with it too. And that's why
now I know.
And I didn't know that either. Like, the focus for pelvic floor is for women, obviously post baby, and men deal with it too, because the same way that women deal with, I forget the technical term for it, but like peeing, like a little peeing after, like double unders and whatever, like men, and I think it's called incontinence. Men too can have that problem where they don't have control of the pelvic floor and whatever. So
he talked a lot about clenching. Oh wait, what is this? It is secretions that lubricate the urethra for the passage of semen and sperm. Oh, you guys lubricate us for us? Does that mean that we don't have to lubricate ourselves?
No, of course we do.
I'm just thinking, do you remember back in the they had all sorts
back in the day?
Well, I mean, you saw commercials. You don't see commercials for it anymore, but back in the day, you saw a lot of commercials for lubricants.
Oh,
There's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of commercials for lubricants, as if.
Yeah, all that did was give fucking women yeast infections. Come on now.
But oh my God, the men have something that also help.
That's their natural lubrication, is what Papa Birch is saying.
Oh my God, that's fire.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, we really were. Okay, fine. Yeah, now I understand how we fit together. Now I understand. What? No, yes, you have to lubricate yourself. It's for our sperm to be able to slide. Okay. Okay.
The body's natural response from both. They have theirs and we have ours.
I just didn't know. Was that? Oh, Jason, CF Media. Sorry, bro.
Yes, that was a little bit of CrossFit.
There was a little bit of CrossFit talk. There's probably not going to be CrossFit talk tonight at all. But wait, where were we? Sorry. I'm stuck in the fact. Well, yeah, that's okay. So I'm just stuck in the fact that dudes have that, because I didn't know. I thought we had to do all the work, but apparently guys have something that does work too. So I like it. That's fire. But pelvic floor, that was the part that I heard that guys clench their ass a lot, and so that's a problem for their
pelvic floor.
Why? Like, do we not, or is it just them? All I heard were butt cheeks clenching, and that somehow affects how men, like, nocturnal emissions and whatever.
I don't know. I didn't hear that part. I've gone to a pelvic floor therapist before, and I've listened to a PT, a pelvic floor physical therapist, talk about it. And for women, it is to help with like stuff like incontinence and stuff, which is where you like pee. You know what I mean? Like, and so, but it was brought up that that men also experience the same thing. So they don't take care of their pelvic floor the same way, because it's not talked about as much. It's more talked about in women.
Extra slap. Why do we clench our butts so much? I don't think I clench my butt very much. Well, I thought about it only because all the guys that I know, and maybe I just don't know the correct guys, but they take forever to go to the bathroom. Like when they're taking a deuce, it takes, like, they bring a magazine in there, or they're on their phone for like 20 minutes. And I'm just like, how can it possibly take you that long? But I don't know women that do that. So I just, in my head, as soon as he went to men clench without noticing, that had something to do with that. Oh, okay. All right. That's true. Thank you. Okay. That's where my brain went when he said that. So, that's because it's the only time we get peace and quiet. Okay, fair. Fine. It's the only time you don't have to talk to 80 million people. I got you. All right. That's fine. But what else?
No, I was looking to see. I was looking to see if there was. No, but men can, like, I'm looking at some of the issues or whatever, and it's very similar to issues that women can experience.
Did you lose your microphone?
Oh, no, sorry.
Oh, there you go.
It's a lot of the same issues that women can have. Urinary issues, bowel issues, pain, muscle spasms, difficulty starting or stopping urination.
Yeah, we just go in there and enjoy our time alone.
We do too.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I really don't. I could never understand why that was a thing. But and then after that, what else? We had
Sean Woodland.
Yeah, we had Sean Woodland. Tyler was on.
Yeah,
there was a question from Tyler's that really kind of caught me off guard. I wasn't ready for it. Was the can, like, men staying home and being caregivers, and the primary caregiver. I just really, like, was that I guess he was kind of asking, was that does that take away? Do they need their mother at home, I guess?
Yeah, and I remember saying a little bit, but I think it's just what society has always said is that women, the mothers stay home. The men go out and provide for the family and the mother stays home. And I think that, you know, what I was trying to say is that I don't think that it has to be like the father trying to be the mother.
Yeah.
I just think being able to have a parent at home with your kid is
Yeah. Speaking of which,
Mama said yes. Where it's just, I guess you would say it's like it's not a social norm. You know?
I think if a mother was a stay-at-home mom who's a stay-at-home mom, like when she's not going to change the way that she parents.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
To try to half be the dad or half whatever. So I don't think a dad should have to do that. I mean, I guess that's what I probably would have wanted to say to him is, you know, just.
I think we said something along those lines or whatever, but like, I don't think.
Bye, Jan. Love you.
See ya.
Deuces. Thanks for hanging out.
I don't think that it is I'm taking the place of the mother. I think that being able to go or to be home with your kid is a really, really cool experience. And not many fathers get that opportunity. So I think that if it works for you, then I just think it's socially different. You know, we go back into this idea of like roles that marriages have, you know what I mean, in their own house and how it's different in each house.
Yeah.
So I think that
I liked it.
yeah.
I mean, same thing that we ask all the time is as two women raising a son, are we going to try to be like, I'm not trying to be a male role model in his life.
Mm-hmm.
He has male role models that he can go to.
Mm-hmm.
I like this a lot though. And all the males really do is lay around and scare away other males. Yeah, I'm good with that though. So, but I guess if I could go back and answer that question a little bit more, I would probably just say, no, I wouldn't. Her role is her role. His role is his role. I wouldn't try to be the mom and be the dad at the same time.
No.
Like you're the dad, be the dad. When mom gets home, then Mama Bear will be home and they'll feel that motherly attachment, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So.
Yeah, because I mean, what I think of it as is that you're getting more time.
Yeah.
To build a relationship with your kid. You know, like when we first had him, our jobs were opposite of each other. So I got the morning with him and then you got nighttime with him and you got to spend time with him at night, you know? And so I think the cool part about that is when the other parent gets out of the house, you really get to spend time with your kid.
Yeah.
Not because one is trying to overtake the other one, not because one's trying to do more or outsay the other person, but it's more like when I was home, it was more natural for me to just want to do everything and to take care of everything. You know what I mean? You're at work all day. I'm home with him. Like he was, you know, exclusively breastfed, like all of those things, wanting to just do all these things. That I think it's really cool. It's a really cool opportunity to be able to just spend time with your kid and to really, really build that relationship, you know, because you do hear stories where the parent that's not home doesn't really have the same relationship with their kids and kind of wishes that they did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but again, most of us usually end up okay, no matter what the situation is. Like I grew up with a single mom. My father left my house when I was 13 and he was in my life, but he wasn't in my house. You know what I mean? You grew up with your grandparents, like everybody, like we all turned out fine.
Yeah.
You know,
it's funny. I think about that. And like my grandmother was was my all day, every day. She was involved in everything. My grandfather was involved in the things that he liked. You know, he would take me fishing, or he was always at any of my sporting basketball, softball practices.
Right.
He coached my teams because he liked that stuff. He liked sports. So that's the part of my life that he wanted to be involved in. So other than that and discipline stuff, he wasn't in like part of my all day, every day, but that didn't make any difference to how much he meant to me or the significance, you know, how much he instilled in me as a person. So,
but I also think too, like, the basic needs of a child's not gonna change whether you're the mother or father or birth parent and not. You know what I'm saying? Like, the diaper's gonna need to be changed. Like, you're gonna have to hold him. He's gonna have to be fed.
Yeah.
You know, he's eventually gonna get to a point where he's gonna be moving and tummy time and trying to stand, and you know, like those basic needs are going to always be the same no matter what. But I think the cooler part is the connection that you make with your kid and the time that you have with your kid. So I think that is why it's just goes back to society and how roles were initially created and everything like that, was that men went out and provided and protected, and the woman stayed home and she took care of the house and she raised the kids and took care of her husband, and that's just what it was, you know. And so I think that it's just not quote unquote normal, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
So I think that that's why it feels a little weird or a little untraditional,
Or
I guess
maybe
you'd
that's
say.
why he's thinking about it.
Yeah. Yeah, but also too, like, we are two women raising a son, and we both kind of really didn't think about what he was missing until it was kind of brought up. Like, well, what kind of male role models are you bringing around? And we hear stuff and we hear podcasts and we listen to stuff and we read stuff and we understand the importance of positive male role models in our kid's life. I'm not trying to be his father. You're not trying to be his father.
Yeah.
You have single moms or single dads that have raised their children of the opposite sex, and they're fine.
Yeah.
They're great because they figure out and they build their village. You know what I mean? So whether it's a single mom raising a son, normally that son is in some sort of sports and has coaches and, you know, teammates, and like has that kind of support. And then, you know, if it's a young girl, same thing. You know, they're in some sort of sports or community stuff and whatever. And we do the best that we can to build our village so that, you know, our kids have what they need. You know what I mean? But like, I think I'm excited for him. I hope, you know, I'm excited that he gets that opportunity, because it's going to be really cool for him to have that time to build that relationship with his kid.
And I hope he starts that podcast. Like, I hope the dads kind of start that podcast and have that podcast. That would be
really
awesome
good.
to listen to.
Yeah, for sure.
Annie Shoop, what I have found with time, my husband needs me a lot too, just not my kids. And it helps when I'm around to help and support him as well.
For sure.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's also the thing too. It's about the kids, but it's not just about the kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's being able to support each other too. So, but no, I loved the conversation with Tyler because he was like, I have questions, and I'm like, cool, ask questions. Like, I thought that was really cool that we got to.
Yeah, dude, I felt bad. I felt like he wanted to go more into family stuff. But there was so much like CrossFit stuff from before, and
we always say that just means you got to come back on again.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to pick his brain about that, but I'm definitely glad that he took over the second half. That was
for sure.
It's really interesting when like hosts of other podcasts, you start talking to them, you kind of don't know what the etiquette is, and it's kind of, you know, this push pull whatever, but then it ends up just becoming conversational, which is also super super fun, and you don't get to practice that a lot, so it was cool to be able to practice it.
Yeah,
Heidi,
you missed it.
Yeah, the hog the hog talk was the first like 35 minutes. Was vagina and hog talk. And then what else? Yeah, we had Sean Woodland. That was cool. That was probably the most nervous I've been in a really long time. But he was so awesome.
Yeah.
Very nice, very, very welcoming. And
yeah, it was cool to hear his.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry, ID. Sorry.
It was really cool to hear him talk about, his journey and how he got started.
I didn't know a lot of that stuff.
No.
I had no idea. Especially the Facebook deal that they had. I had no I had no idea about that.
Yeah.
And then Sevon's kind of half telling me about it too. And I was just like, oh, well, that's crazy that didn't work out. But yeah, that was fire. What podcast was that? I missed that one. It was like 3 or 4 episodes ago that we did it.
Yep.
It's not far away, but yeah, that was cool. He and the fact that he really does sound like that was amazing to me. Like that's not his radio voice.
Right.
That's his actual voice. Like,
yep.
It was like talking to the voice of God. It was insane. It was super fun.
It was 4 lives ago.
Yeah.
It was 4 lives ago. So.
Oh,
and then Josh.
Oh yeah, Josh.
Yep.
Oh, he's kind of nuts though. He went back to being a girl.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did tell you that, but has it changed? I haven't.
Josh Sider.
Yeah.
He's the guy that Sevon had him on, Heidi. He was the guy that was talking about the greatest troll. He had the greatest troll of all time going on this year. It was amazing. Nobody knew what the fuck, whether he was a girl or a boy or whatever. And then he came out and said it was a troll. And then Sevon had him on, then we had him on, and now he's back to being, I guess he went back into being a girl again. So.
Well,
we're talking about Sean Woodland. Yeah, we had Sean Woodland on. Sorry, I don't know which one you're talking about, but
yeah, he still has that last post up or whatever.
Is he still going back to being a girl? Because that was.
Yeah, but then he has. Oh, he's on YouTube.
I mean, whatever. But he already did the deep fake, so he might as well just be done with that.
Yeah,
but it was very cool. And then that was pretty much.
No, it was these last couple interviews have just been, or podcasts have just been really. It's just really cool to talk to people.
Yeah.
Like it really is cool to talk to people, and it's always funny to me because I think that especially with you, especially you, babe, like when you find somebody and you get somebody and you're like, okay, I think this is where I want the conversation to go. I think it
never goes that way.
I think it's really cool to kind of just let the conversation go where it's going to go. And 99.9% of the time, you and I afterwards are like, that podcast was really cool.
Wow.
That conversation was really cool. We didn't expect it to go there. I didn't know where those questions came from. I usually don't remember what I say on these podcasts, but I heard that's pretty normal.
Yeah.
But I always just feel that we just have really cool conversations, and we definitely walk away with at least one, big takeaway and whatever. And yeah, they're pretty cool.
Yeah, it was definitely a fun week. And now all we have to do is talk about religion and some other weird shit. But hopefully we'll have Adrian Conway. That's the next one.
Yep.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, it'd be really cool to meet and talk to him. So
if we can just nail down a time.
Yeah.
But otherwise, so we're working on that. And then just kind of we wanted to hang out for a little bit. We're doing Sevon's show on Sunday. And dude, I have some weird videos for that. I didn't want to pull them up. I want to use them on that show. I don't want to use them on this show. But it'll be interesting.
Yep.
And other than that, just hang out, make sure the camera works.
Yep.
Ortega spent a lot of time helping us. Well, not a lot of time, but he spent time helping us.
Want to make sure that the camera works.
That the new camera works because it keeps shutting off. I think
it gives you a time limit.
Yeah, it's weird. But
definitely gives you a time limit and whatever. But we got our first snow and then it melted. I was very sad.
Yeah,
it snowed the other day. Baby and I were very excited about that. You were not so much.
No, I'm old. My knees hurt, and like when it gets cold out, my hip gets tired. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah,
but no.
I'm not.
Yes, Papa Birch. She's got both of them.
Yeah.
She has CEO and she has
Hiller on one side, CEO on the other side.
Yep.
Oh, Noodles.
We were talking about you the other day.
Dude, someone asked me about you the other day.
The boys were asking.
Yeah.
Next time that we do a boys show, the boys want you to come on. So
yeah,
just be on the lookout for that.
They want to talk to you.
They want to talk to you. They were here earlier. I don't know if Jake is still here, but
no, it's late for them.
Yeah.
They probably do.
But next time, it's usually called Chat Appreciation. So when that goes up next time.
Oh, here, you want to see when gay people are doing too much?
Yeah.
This is. I always say this, like, yo, as a community, we're
this was awesome.
We're doing the most.
This was awesome.
Hold on.
My Seabird is just not on
No.
time.
You're not even on the beat. No. We are just out here doing way too fucking much. It is just extra, like it's just so extra, and we're doing too much. Like, yeah. Yes, Jeffrey Birchfield.
Jeffrey.
It is gay line dancing to loosen up your buttons, baby.
Yep.
That is what that was.
Yep.
And yeah, that's we just out here doing too much. It's just too much.
Noodles, thank you.
Oh, hey, thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next time the boys are on, definitely join. They have so many questions and they want to talk to you. So
yeah. But yeah, that was my day today. Learning that just gay people out here doing too much. We doing too much.
It's funny though.
Do you have the clip online from Officer Tatum?
I sent it to you. I texted it to you.
I can't play. Oh my god.
Okay,
I can't play the YouTube because.
You can't play the YouTube?
No, because I'll get busted for it. But
okay.
It was amazing. It was a good talk about abortion, but it was amazing because there was no minority. Like it's Officer Tatum who is black and a lady who's, I guess, a librarian who is black, and she was on one side of the line, like she's my body, my choice, and he is like, hey, when is murder? And they just could not. She just wouldn't like let go. But it was an amazing clip. If you can pull it up, just so people, if they want to go watch it, I just put it on the.
Oh no, this. Oh wow.
But I can't play the.
No, this.
It was on IG. I could play it, but
yeah, I'll bring it up. I was just wondering who this woman was, but I guess she's got a lot of subscribers, 101,000 subscribers.
The
Francesca,
the library lady?
No. She was on Piers Morgan. I was watching Piers Morgan, and her and Destiny were on it with two other people, and they just Destiny was just interrupting the whole time, and she was interrupting the whole time, but she wasn't actually able to. She was trying to drop jokes, but they weren't funny. And she also called the guy that the Fox News guy that's supposed to be the defense, Pete
Hesketh.
Yeah, like on air called him like a rapist and all this type of stuff and whatever. And the panel went nuts, and they were like, they're like, I hope he sues you. I mean, they were her and Destiny were so bad. It's so, it's so hard for me to listen because even if they were trying to make a point, they just scream at you and they call you names and they try to make things funny. And I just am like, I don't.
Destiny can't talk about anything like normal. Hold on. I'm going to play this in a second, but
Okay.
Destiny can't talk. He just can't. He just yells and he yells over you and he won't, and just tells you you're wrong and won't make a point. But the fun thing that happened, because I've been asking if Democrats were going to be like, hey, I probably should, take a second and reflect. Freaking of all people, and I talk about him all the time, and Sevon can't stand him. Like, it's just, but he's coming around now. Is Charlemagne the God? Like, he is actually like,
Officer Tatum does not like him either.
No,
he calls him Charlemagne the fraud. I think.
Yeah, most people on the right don't like him. I get it. I'm just sitting over here waiting for him to come back onto because he's got so many like moderate friends that I'm just waiting for him to stop doing dumbass shit.
Yeah.
But this is him, and I had to laugh because I was like, dude, you were not singing this tune before the election, but you're singing this tune now.
Stop acting like they are on this moral high ground politically when they have shown us they're not, whether it's skipping the primary process when Biden stepped down and things like Biden.
Okay. He never said, he absolutely denied the fact that they skipped a primary before. Now he's saying that they skipped a primary. So like, this to me is just insane, but okay, here we go.
And pardoning his son. Stop acting like y'all the pure party and Republicans aren't. And it also shows me elected officials can do whatever they want as long as they have the political will and courage to do it.
Absolutely.
Now, let me say this. Then why you vote for Democrats then? Same thing with Stephen A. Smith and them. I know I ain't seen nothing Stephen A. Smith has said, but I know Stephen A. Smith is going to talk trash about this, but he still voted for Democrats. They act like they just figured this out. They act like the Democrats just became crooked.
Okay.
That's fair.
Okay, hold on. So I will say I can understand why it's frustrating. And I'm not speaking for them essentially. I'm speaking for myself. I can understand how it's frustrating for Republicans, for instance, or independents that have seen this and been paying attention to this for a long time. And it's like, how blind were you? And for some of us, the answer is very fucking blind. Very fucking blind.
Yeah.
Like I was told that we need the government's involvement, that the government is going to save us. And we were told that, and like the Democrats are going to be the one that are going to protect us and be there for us. And it is the Republicans that are going to take everything away and put us back hundreds of years and all this type of stuff. That is the narrative that has been told. So if you're searching for something or believing that it's all of these check the boxes, like, yes, my blinders were up and I really felt like the Democrats were the party, were the ones that were going to be there for me. So, like critical thinking, having their own opinions, doing the right thing and whatever. What we've learned, or what I have learned, is that is not true. I'm not saying every Democrat, I'm not saying every Republican is good, bad, or indifferent. I think that there's flaws in many of them. But the difference now is that some people are starting to pull back the curtain, take off the glasses, and start to see things differently now. Like, yeah, it's supposed to be a process. Democrats didn't do a primary process. They just threw somebody in there. They have been lying and saying that Biden is okay. He clearly is not okay. And he is the one in charge of our country. So you can tell us one thing, but now we're seeing it for ourselves. So in that type of aspect, I'm not saying for those particular people, he obviously, Officer Tatum pays attention to like Charlemagne and Stephen A. Smith and whatever. But many of us were very, very blind. And many of us are still peeling back the pieces and peeling the layers and are still nervous. Like learning all of this stuff that's going on, like is still nerve-wracking to me because I'm just getting out of that stuff. So I would just, for me personally, like, I get that it's frustrating, and that's why I always give like a thank you to all of the people that we have met in this bubble, as in this podcast world or whatever, because everybody has been so kind and generous with their information and not coming at me. And that's kind of my point back to, like, when you hear mostly liberals talking about this and whatever, is they're screaming at you and telling you that you're so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like, okay, fine. I'm very stupid when it comes to politics. Fine. You're right. Fine.
But yeah, they like to say that.
Are you going to help? Are you going to share information with me, or are you just going to call me a fucking moron the whole time?
Well, that's why this leads to Kenneth. Like, he's just another one of those I support the current thing people. And that's so disappointing if that is. I was thinking that more or less he was kind of figuring stuff out and just being like, oh shoot, there was no primary there. She did skip the primary. She did do all this stuff. But maybe I'm just giving him, or I'm not giving him enough credit that he's smart enough and knew that already and just is coming out of his rabbit hole of whatever. So that kind of, if you're right, that kind of sucks a little bit for me, because also too, if he is, like you just said, I want to give him the love for that. Like, hey, you're figuring it out. Like, come on over. Like, we're trying to love everybody, and it's okay. Like, the Democrats, the upper echelon of Democrats suck ass. Like, come over here, hang out, we're cool, kind of thing. But if that's true, that kind of sucks for Charlemagne.
I mean, and the thing is too, is that we have to just see what happens. You know what I mean? And also too, I think the world is also waking up to know that most people, and I think we've talked about this before, but most people in positions of power have a personal agenda to make a lot of money. And they're going to do what they want to do to make a lot of money, but they're going to sell a story where they're going to talk about that they're going to take care of other people.
Yeah.
And there are actually people that do that. And there are actually people that get into politics to actually serve the Constitution, serve their country, like, do all of those things. There are also people that go into politics as a career to make a lot of money. So, like, to sit here and say that one side is always good and the other side is not good, I think that also is not true. And it's something that we need to, so fine, if they want to look into people more, fine. If they want to background check people more, fine. If they want to shrink the government because there's too many people, like, fine. Like, whatever it is. But I think that we're all opening our eyes, and I think that it's more, I just hope that it comes from that we'll eventually get to a place where there's more tolerance of where people are in the knowledge that they know. Because again, too, the media is going to feed you what the media wants to feed you, and they can sell anything and they can print anything. So you have to try to do your own research.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You see one newspaper that says one thing and then another newspaper that completely contradicts what that first newspaper said.
Well, that's what's going on in the city right now with the Daniel Penny case. You read one newspaper, he's guilty as shit. You read another one, he's an American hero. Personally, I wouldn't convict him, but now you got his father that has him in a civil case too. So once he finds out what's happening with the actual one where he could go to jail,
right,
then he's got to deal with his father suing him in a civil case. So, and the city's just sitting around waiting. You just had that murder of the United Health guy, which, and our stupid, oh my God, New York is just a hot.
Well, it seems like that the mayor is looking.
Sorry, I didn't mean that. I was Daniel Penny. Yeah, it's crazy. The jurors are now asking they're just reading and rewatching video and body cam footage and rereading all transcripts and whatever right now. So we'll see what happens. Noodles, I'm not sure about this. Sorry. Would you two ever think? I don't even know what Glenn Lawrence's panel is. I'll look it up. I don't know. But what did Jeffrey Birchfield say? Wait, you were. Oh, I can't believe you were in New York and we didn't get to see you, dude. I was gonna say I would love to go to this, but I didn't have the time. There was no way I was gonna get out of Delhi. But I'm so sorry I missed you. If I could have, I would have just been like, hey, I'll meet you for 5 minutes in the city real quick. But speaking
you would have gotten her to the city. I've been trying to get her to the city for the last couple years.
I do not want to go to the city either. I rode in the cab with a cabbie who got chased with Meghan and Harry in there. Oh shit, he was on.
Oh shit,
that's fire.
Oh shit,
that's so fire.
That's cool.
Which by the way, Uber drivers in NYC are douche canoes. Fair. We almost got screwed by one, but Port Authority stopped him before we left the airport. Okay, all right, cool. Port Authority, it's working. I like it. But yeah, New York right now is a hot freaking mess. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the recap of the week. The shooting of the United Health guy, that scared me. Like, what was Sousa's thing this morning? Was the guy like a hitman, like a professional hit or not a professional hit? I'm gonna go professional. Like,
you think professional?
Yeah, I'm going professional. I feel like there's a reason. There's going to be papers on it. There's going to be a little black book that details what the hell that was.
Yeah, scary, scary, and very sad. Very sad. You know. So.
Yeah. Oh, stolen valor. That's what I got sucked into some Tim Kennedy stolen valor drama algorithm yesterday. Yeah, see, that's why I only look at like videos of puppies or
on your Instagram. Yeah.
90s nostalgic shit.
Yep.
Because I just can't. Oh, CK Kevin. Yay, you're back. Bro, please DM me because I do really want to like send you some questions. If you could ask your wife, that'd be super cool about the what was it, IVF that we got into the other day. I didn't get a chance to say yes, DM me, but yes, DM me. Sousa was only on for 45 minutes, so we didn't have very long to talk about it. Yeah, I know, dude. He was out. He had places to be. I saw that.
Kevin, IG.
IG, yeah, please. That'd be, if I could, that'd be really cool because I would really love to talk about that. MLK, thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah,
appreciate you, dude. But kind of
see you milk,
dude. Yeah, I was watching puppy videos a few minutes ago. Yeah, I do that too. I have to reset my algorithm. I can't because otherwise I have nothing but like weird transing of kids shit and shit I hate, but I have to follow it because I need to talk about it. And every once in a while I have to reset my algorithm to something fun like 90s music or dogs, voiceovers.
Listen, I if you haven't seen in my story, I put a great one up of a lady singing Christmas songs with her dog. It was so funny. I don't know if I can pull it up on my own.
Oh, hey, was Kamala drunk in that video? Or is that
I don't know.
Was she really?
I don't know.
We never got to talk about that either.
Well, this is gonna be me. When my kid is older.
I know you're a jerk. I know you're a jerk. You're a jerk. I know you're a jerk. I know you're a jerk. I know you're a jerk.
Well, you can
this one.
Holy
I hear you.
Yeah, it makes me happy.
Oh, and then Christmas for me and the baby. But yeah,
No, I
saw
love that guy.
and it
That
was-
that guy's
that
voiceovers
voiceover is
are amazing.
hilarious.
Random derailing question. Did you all ever know that Mercedes shook? Yes, dude.
Yeah, we saw it. Sadly, we saw it. But we haven't heard from her, and it seems like that she's not really around anymore. But
no, what do they call her?
I forget.
Becky, what, a grifter?
I forget. Yeah.
I don't even. I guess that just means she was trolling for clout. But
Yeah.
we talked to Jana about it. I guess,
and you can see on Becky Wise, she does a whole like
yeah,
whatever. I know. Kind of. She was really cool, and she was really.
I vouched for
awesome.
her. I definitely vouch for her, and I don't
really awesome to talk to and whatever. And
yeah, I don't.
You know,
you really don't know if anything that she actually said was true.
Yeah.
So that sucks.
And
but
I mean, and that's kind of unfortunately, how the internet is.
the nature of it.
You know what I mean? Like we believe the persona that people put on the internet, you know, and so we want that's what I was saying earlier. Like we have to take all of this information that we get with a grain of salt, because you don't actually know these people. You don't act, you know, so like it was very sad to kind of see her downfall and then talk to people that knew her more intimately than we did.
Yeah.
You know, we just had a couple interactions with her, but people that worked with her and were in close conversations with her and whatever kind of gave us a little bit more insight to it. And it just very much seemed that she was searching for something and searching for acceptance, searching for clout, searching for, you know, whatever. And people caught onto it, and
it didn't feel that way when we met
with
her.
us. No.
And like when I talked to her, she seemed like for someone so young that she was really,
she had her shit together.
She had her shit together.
Yep.
And then I'm just like, oh no, you're young. You don't have your shit together yet. It's fine. So it was sad, disappointing. I hope she's okay. I hope she's taking care of herself.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Birchfield, how is the new superintendent working out? And she's sketch, dude. Oh, you want shit? This is a funny story. This could be its own show. But we went to his what did he have? He had a Thanksgiving,
like a Thanksgiving feast.
Yeah, and so
which he killed, by the way.
Yeah, he did great.
Rocked
he did so good.
He was dancing the whole time.
Yep.
I was like, who showed you this? He does this little hip thing.
He was being social.
He does this little hip thing, and I'm like, who taught you that? And he just was doing it the whole time. They were in a line at one point because all the kids got to come down from the bleachers and get the mic, whether they said part of a speech or they sang part of a song and whatever. And so during his part, he brought his folder down that he had with all the lyrics. And this little girl was next to him and he kept moving it. And I was like, he is going to whack her right in the face. But
he was doing his thing, though. He was great.
So good. It was so good. He was so happy. And he wore a Halloween shirt on Thanksgiving Day. I was all about it.
Thank you, CK. I'll get at you after the show. But yeah, so we all had our seats, and all the seats, the school put it so that the families were together, and you had little name cards at your table, and you know, you knew where you were sitting. There was assigned seating essentially. So where do we get put? Because we're the ones that go to Board of Education meetings, and we're
very close to the principal now. Yeah. If I call her or we set up a meeting, every time I see her now, she comes up and gives me a hug, and she knows we don't play. We don't play.
So where is our assigned seating? Our assigned seating is at the head of all the tables and with the superintendent of schools.
Yep.
Literally right across from us.
Yep.
And everybody knows who the F we are. Like it's very clear. And it was very clear when we walked out of that first board meeting how we felt about the situation. So she knew you can't miss us walking out of anything.
Yeah.
So we're sitting there. She walks in we're already sitting at the table and she's looking at us like, oh no.
Hey.
So she walks up with this big smile on her face. And of course, it's not like we were rude or anything and whatever. And then she sat down and then she got up and left and started mingling amongst people. And I was like, okay.
She stayed for 5 whole minutes for a photo op and then left.
That's it.
That's what she showed up for, a photo op and she left.
She clapped for the kids when the kids sang.
Yeah.
And their whole section, like the kids performing was about 15 minutes to 20 minutes long, maybe.
Yep.
And she stayed for that. And she spoke her little half Spanish that she doesn't speak at all. And then, clapped, yes, queen.
Yep.
And then she left.
And she dipped
as soon as it was out. And so
she dipped.
She didn't actually talk to us. She had no interest in getting to know the community or who the people are in the community at all.
Yep.
So, I see her.
Yep.
Shit's going to be weird. It's going to be weird.
Yeah. Oh, and then just to follow it up.
Absolutely that. Shook hands, kissed the babies and took off. Yep. That's exactly what happened for sure.
So we had G's parent teacher conference and he's doing awesome.
Yeah.
He's doing so good. He is, I think we told you guys this, he's thriving in math. Math is very, it's very, very, it's definitely
that's his
thing.
Superpower.
And we were worried about it because this program that they have, is very word, crazy, I guess you could say, when it comes to math problems. Like, I mean, these kids are doing math problems with words and trying to figure it out, and he's doing great with that. And we were concerned that, he obviously knows 2 + 2 = 4, but with all the extra words, is it going to be more challenging for him to come up with the answer? And he does. And he, he has learned all the ways that they want them to find the answer. And he can think in multiple ways on how to answer his math problems. So he's doing great with that. His reading is getting better, but still struggling with the comprehension. And we're working with his speech therapist with that too. But there was a very important conversation, and I'm proud that my wife brought it up or whatever, because we were thinking about having it with his 2 teachers that he's with, but it was kind of perfect because
I got to have the conversation with all of his teachers. So there was like all 5 of his teachers were.
Yep. Go ahead, babe. You can.
No, I had every intention of asking all along, but since everybody was there, then I was really adamant that I was going to ask it. And I was just like, hey, no weird shit's been happening, right? Like nobody's, talking to my kid about gay pride or, mom and mom or dad and dad or women, or men can be pregnant or anything like that. And they were like, no. And they literally were just staring at me like, oh my God, are they actually asking me this? And I was like, yeah, I'm asking you this.
Yeah.
And I told them, I was like, hey, if he ever does say anything or he ever is learning it from his friends and he's asking questions, like, please just tell him to ask his moms or, text us, let us know that he's asking us questions. Like, that's very important.
Parent teacher conference.
It was a parent teacher conference. Yeah.
Yep. Parent teacher conference.
And
yeah, because you actually just came out and you were like, so how are you talking about 2 moms? Pretty much is how she said it. She was like, how's the conversation going around him having 2 moms? And they kind of all looked at us, and one of his teachers, well, actually I like both of his teachers now. I wasn't a fan of one in the beginning. She seemed a little standoffish to me, but I feel like that we're all on the same page with all of this stuff. They very much were like, we just explained that families are different. Some families, okay. And I was like, that's exactly where we are right now. And, she said it, and then I said it a couple times. If there is anything that starts to be like, he's going to hear things from his friends, but if there's anything that's starting to come forth, that's all the time, or you feel like is inappropriate, like questions, we are, and I literally said this, we are the parents that want to have those type of intimate conversations with our son.
Yeah.
We don't talk about our sexuality with our son. He knows he has 2 moms. That is the extent of him having his 2 moms. He He's never asked about his father. We do have his biological father's information. And when it gets to that point, we will explain appropriately.
Yeah.
He knows that he has siblings. He doesn't know how many siblings he has. We've very much kept it narrow. And he talks about one sister that was the name that he kind of latched onto. And we allow him to have that. But he doesn't ask anything more other than, I have a sister, right? Yeah. And then that's the extent of it. So,
yeah, we literally explained everything. We're like, look, he's absolutely, if he wants to know at some point who his dad is.
But that's our conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we did the thing where it's like he can go look up who his dad is after he's 18. Like,
yep.
So we just told them all of that, but we're like, hey, any crazy conversations, like we need to know what he's talking about. And they just were like, no, we're going to be in your like classroom. I don't give a crap whether it's via phone or we have to come in here and talk, and they know we'll go down there. It's not, it's non-negotiable.
There was only one thing that one teacher said that kind of had me listening very well, was that she made like the little comment of like,
Jesus, my father is cool. Yes, he is. You right. You right.
He did. She did make a comment of like, well, everything is so gendered, whatever. And she was looking at Garrett when she was saying that, like, because she's like, Garrett's like, I'm a woman. I'm his mother. Like, and I think that for her
she was getting ready to call me they, them. And I was like, nah.
Like, well, that's what I'm saying. I think for her seeing you and knowing you're a woman and also knowing how you look, I think probably it was like, oh, well, they get it. No. Like, and that's why we said we said multiple times that when it comes to anything further than Garrett has two mommies, this friend has, oh my God, I always do that. This friend has a mom and dad or grandparents or whatever.
Yeah.
If it starts to get more than that, then we are the parents that will have that conversation with him. And everybody was pretty receptive of it and kind of gave the look like absolutely 100%, so.
Well, how are they going to tell us, no, we're not straight parents. We're gay parents. So they have to be on board with us, right? Isn't that the rule? You have to be on board with minorities.
Oh, that's the rule.
That's the rule.
That's the rule.
But no, they know. So
yeah,
hopefully we don't have any issues. From what I hear, there's really nothing to kind of worry about until middle school, which of course,
yeah,
school,
and I have to say that the people that are around him the most, and we have a lot of people in the school that we know now, not just from him being in school, but a lot of them, from either being in school with them or growing up in the same community. And, there's a lot of people in that school, and there's a lot of people that, again, agree more than disagree.
Yeah.
And when it comes to our kids,
that Venn diagram, baby. I love Venn diagrams.
Like we're all very much more close to each other than you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you have conversations, when other parents like, yeah, I agree with you, and his class parents that work exclusively in that classroom, like one of the moms we know very well, and she don't fuck around and she don't play. So the fact that she's one of the parents that's in there, I was like, cool. Yeah. She'll let us all know if something starts to go fucking crazy because she doesn't play around. So
yeah,
because we talked to each other a little bit at the feast, and she kind of looked at me and I kind of looked at her, and we were very much on the same page. So, but no, he's doing great.
Yeah,
he's doing fantastic. We're gonna have a big day tomorrow. So
he's gonna go to Home Depot.
Home Depot. If you haven't done it, check your local.
So gay. Home Depot's gay.
I know. I'm bringing them there. Check your local Home Depot. They do kid classes, and it's really cool. We're gonna make a snow globe tomorrow.
Yep.
So last year we made a gingerbread house. But actually like out of wood, like you had to hammer it and everything, like how you go with, they put all the pieces out for you and Gonna go do that. Then he's gonna box tomorrow. Then he's gonna have a huge day, winter day with his friends at the point and be gone for like 4 hours and have a good day. And so he's gonna be pretty busy tomorrow. So
yeah,
it's good.
They
are, Kenneth. They are.
Yeah.
They're so much fun.
It's totally worth it.
I hope he actually gets an apron. He's gone to 3 classes and hasn't gotten an apron yet. So I actually hope he gets an apron tomorrow.
Super cool. Oh, hey, let me shout out Travis from Vindicate. Hey, dude, thanks for the we're gonna throw up pictures later, but Lil G loves the shirts. He got his first CEO shirt.
He did.
It's the Harley Davidson one with the like Tyson colors.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's
cute. Thank you for that surprise.
And the Colton Mertens one. So that was really cool.
G looked at me and she was like, "Did you order anything from Vindicate?" I was like, "I did not." And then we opened it and
just showed up.
Or we actually looked at the packaging and she's like, "No, I think it's for Little G." And I was like,
"Yeah,
it
he put Little G on
I
the
love
thing."
that.
So
I love
thank
that.
you, Vindicate.
Yeah,
super
thank
cool.
you so
Appreciate
much for that. He's so excited for that. So
yeah, and
yep, CK,
yeah, Lil G.
Lil G.
I'm the big G. What's that song? Oh, Montel Jordan.
Jordan.
But yeah, Travis is a good dude. Thanks, bro.
He's a really good dude.
Appreciate you. We're gonna throw some pictures up online.
Yeah.
So, he can show off his shirts and stuff. So
yeah.
But yeah, otherwise we'll see you guys on Sunday on Savons. We're taking over Sunday morning.
The baby. I know I call him the baby, and people are trying to tell me that I can't call him the baby anymore.
He's almost 5 feet tall. You kind of can't call him the baby anymore.
Oh my God, he's huge. Every morning we look at each other and
he
we're
just
like,
gets bigger, yeah.
I think he's bigger, and he definitely is bigger. So, but yeah, come hang out with us on Sevens on Sunday.
Yeah, I saw Sousa today, and apparently everybody's gonna be mad that we're on there, but
it's all right.
It's okay. Seven will be back. Seven's coming back.
It's all right. It's all right. Trish, the only thing that you missed is that we're gonna be on Seven on Sunday.
And that you're absolutely beautiful, and we can't wait to see you on
Sunday.
Sevens on Sunday. So love you.
Yeah.
Call him the baby for life. Yeah,
for life.
you will. She will.
Life.
She's gonna call him the baby for life.
Yep.
But yeah, so well, thank you guys for hanging out. Jeffrey Birchfield, I am so sorry we couldn't get to the city while you guys were here.
Yeah.
That sucked. That hurt my heart that I couldn't do that. Because I really wanted to.
Yeah.
And then
next time, let us know.
Yeah.
Or listen, I'm trying to get her to travel the States. So if there is a place that, I can get her to go to, just let me know.
Look, if one of y'all out there, if one of y'all OGs are out and about, I definitely want to try my best to meet all of you guys and have you sign the shirt. So, but yeah, that'd be super cool.
Papa Birch, where are you? Where are you located?
He's in Texas, dude.
Oh, he's in Texas.
Yeah. So if we go visit my uncle,
he's in Texas. Your uncle's in Texas. Chase is in Texas. Who else is in Texas?
Noodles, you the man. Everybody's in Texas.
Everybody's in Texas.
Everybody who's smart is in Texas right now.
We should go to Texas.
I know.
Too hot though.
It's hot.
We'd have to go now because it's way too fucking hot in the summer. Oh, JY's in Texas too.
Yeah. Wait, is JY in Texas? I didn't know that.
Yeah, but you're all probably on like the complete opposite sides of Texas.
I know Texas is big, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah. So hopefully, it's cold now. Perfect. Cold for you probably means like 55.
Like, I was gonna say.
So it's still
61.
It's shorts and sweatshirt weather.
Yeah. Papa Birch, are you a shorts guy all year round being in Texas?
Probably 45. Yeah. You guys are fine.
Yeah.
We're dying over here.
Yeah, it's pretty windy and it's pretty cold.
It's nippy out here.
Yeah.
It's nippy.
So and our puppy likes to go out every 3 hours on the clock. So it's fucking freezing.
But yeah, thank you guys for helping me test the wonderful work that Jonathan Ortega did, trying to help me with this camera.
Yeah.
And just hanging out and having some fun, talking about hogs and everything else.
Oh my God, so funny.
It's nipply. Yeah, it is. What is it? Bricked up? No, that's
brick
hog
titties.
talk. Brick
titties.
Brick titty.
Brick titty.
Because I said something the other day about being bricked up, and they were like, "No, that's not how you use that phrase." And I was like, "Oh shit, my bad."
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm learning. But yeah, guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for helping me with all my education, edging, and all that good stuff. And
Jan, we're about to leave. Oh, but Jan, Noodles is in this chat right now. So
yeah,
we told him next time.
Bricked up for Jesus.
Oh
yes.
my gosh. We
Where's
told
JY?
him next time that you guys do a chat appreciation that we invited him
He
to
said he would
on.
come on. Yeah.
So my seat is gone. My seat is taken.
Yo, if Noodles shows up,
my seat is taken. I'm good.
I missed all the good stuff. Yeah, CK, I'm sorry. The first 30 minutes, dude, is nothing but dick. That's all it is.
And I'm pretty quiet. She tries to get me to talk about dick on camera.
All right.
But
Thank
yeah.
you. Appreciate y'all.
See you
we love
Sunday.
y'all. We'll see you on Sunday. Deuces,
Bye.
guys.